Hey cousins, it's your girl Big Star and I'm back with another video. Now it's finally time to do the video that is long overdue of the story time of how I found out my now ex-boyfriend was cheating on me the whole time. So stay tuned folks, it's gonna be good. It's a long video because I'm gonna be giving backstories and just want you guys to know that the reason how I ended up in this relationship. And it was my first heartbreak. And I went through some stages. Stage one was depressed, couldn't stop crying, didn't have an appetite, and I love to eat. I love to eat. Second stage was you want to just distract yourself and start, just keep yourself busy and want nothing to do with men. Third stage is, or females. Third stage is you start turning up, alcohol becomes your friend. And then there's for the streets stage. So during the for the streets stage is when I met Ricky. I will be saying real names in this video because why not? That's when I met him. So I have to say something to you guys that is very important. I don't like to share this information with people. Only close friends know this, but because of the sake of the video, I feel like this is an important detail of what y'all should know. I have yet to be penetrated. I have not lost my V card. I have not had sex. So, just say that. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. It's all good, I don't really care. But there's a reason that I'm saying this. It's important, okay? I don't wanna be in love stage. I'm for the streets. I'm for the fake streets, y'all, because I don't know how you can be for the streets while a virgin, which it was just kind of really difficult. And during me trying to be for the streets because I thought it'd be safe and my heart would be protected, I learned that I really can't be for the streets. It's not to shout out to the girls and the guys that's for the streets and they're living comfortable on the streets, but it's not me. I started going on these apps, these apps where you do live streams and stuff. And I'm a streamer, and on one of these apps, you have the option on going on dates. And it's you put your live, it's like FaceTime, where in the little box, other contestants will come in the video, come in your live, and they got a timer on or whatever. But I'm saying this for a reason, because that's how I met my ex. He was one of those guys who hopped on there, and I was drawn to him, I want to say almost immediately, because he wasn't doing too much. Okay, I'm someone who don't like niggas who do too much. I don't like when you so pressed. I like guys who are chill, calm, because I feel when you acting real, sorry for lack of better words, thirsty, I feel you act like that with everybody. So I prefer someone that's more chill, very comfortable, and seem confident in themselves. His energy was very different. And I was like, okay. Remind you, I'm still for the streets. So I'm all right, I'll find someone that's actually worth being in the streets with. He gave me his number. I didn't hit him up immediately. I think I forgot about him, to be honest. I got bored one day, a week after that, after talking to him on my live. I got bored one day, which is a rare thing, and I checked my messages and he was there, and he gave me his phone number, and I was like, why not? I'm trying to stay out of my element. I was trying so hard to be no, Vixar, we're not doing what you did in the past, because look how that turned out. We're a new person. We're a new person. Basically, after that, we was chopping it up. And I was like, yo, this nigga's funny. I love funny niggas. If you a funny nigga and you're above the height 5'9", we could be something. talking, I was like, oh dear, I like this guy. Now, me and my ex, we had been broken up for about 5 to 6 months had gone by. And it was like, yeah, I had been single for like about 6 months, and so has he. So he said, because God knows if he was telling the truth about that child. Yes, we're dealing with that type of nigga. We finally linked up after like 2 weeks of talking. I had ordered this drinking game, because y'all, when I tell you the drinking phase was real, I was drinking so much. Like, I just was like trying to always be lit, just to like distract myself from my ex. So I was constantly drinking. And he happened to be a drinker as well, which is not hard to find in South Florida, home of the turn up. But anyway, back to where we're going. We finally link up, and this was something that's so not like me. Like, I was going on dates, but in public places, and this is the first time where I'm like, a nigga tell me to pull up, and I'm like, don't be scary, don't be scary. He might not be a murderer. So I pulled up. I was like, all right. So I went to his crib, and I was so nervous. I remember I didn't even hug him. I was so nervous. Like, it was like I think he was expecting a hug, but I was just so like, I was so scared. Cause like, oh my God, I'm going to his house. This is so not like me. So I'm like fighting with old me and new me. So I give him like this awkward pat on the back, I think. And then I realized I didn't know where I was going, and he had to lead me. So after that, we get inside, we start the drinking game. I'm getting smidged. He's getting smidged. I'm not really sure if he was smidged. I couldn't tell. I was very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. He made me very comfortable. He's really good with his words, and he had an energy around him that makes you feel comfortable. So yeah, so once we started drinking and this and that, I'm gonna tell y'all how this nigga got me. I'm gonna tell you, if you ever watch this, you gonna know how you got me. I doubt he'll watch this. I mean, I don't care if he does. I believe in sparks. I'm that girl who unfortunately love the, like, you know, the fairy tale, the movie, the dramatics, all that stuff. And this is how he got me, y'all. Because I already knew I liked him, because I'm at his house and we talked quite often, and it was always good conversations. He was very consistent. He pulled me in. Like, I was like dancing, because by then I'm tipsy. I'm like, ooh, dancing to the music in the background. And then he pulls me in, looks me in the eye. It's so fucking dramatic just talking about it. He pulls me in and just kisses me. And I was just like, I love kissing. I love kissing. I mean, I feel like I can low-key kiss almost. Okay, girl, we get. I gotta breathe, but like, I love kissing. And if you're not a good kisser, or nothing, it's ugh. But how he pulled me in, and the kiss was actually a good kiss. He's a good kisser. Yeah, so the kiss is what got me, and I started to freak out, and he sensed that. This is how I know. It was this moment where I knew I could not be for the streets. You guys, I kid you not. I kid you not. I go sit down, and I'm like, oh dear. He pulls up to me. He comes by me and is like, what's wrong? Because he saw my mood change. And this is what my dumb ass say. I I like you. I'm supposed to be for the streets. We don't do that confession I like you shit on the first time meeting. Bruh. I know in his mind, I ain't gonna lie, homeboy looked like he wasn't trying to have that. I remember his face was like, he just got up and walked away. He kind of walked away like, did this girl just tell me she liked me? I beat myself up. I know the only reason I said it was because I was kind of drunk. Like, I would not have admitted sober, but I was just kind of like, damn, I like this kid. And that was scary to me because after my ex, I was like, yo, I'm never gonna like another person. And to be honest, there's only few people, very few people that I was like, I've actually really liked them. Like, I mean, like them enough to be like, okay, after a week of talking, I still want to talk to you. Because normally that's always the case back in the day when I was younger. But with this kid, I was like, yo, I can't really like somebody again. So, so from then on, after the first link up, I was there all the time. Now, I mean, I know I may have sounded like I was crazy for telling him, you know, I liked him or whatever. I'm not clingy. I was always invited, okay? Let's make that very clear. So after 2 weeks of meeting him, things was like getting pretty intense. He admitted he liked me too. Let's make that clear. And yeah, I was like, hey, we just, from then on, we were like always on the phone. He was talking to other people. I asked him, and I'm never someone to be like pressed about that. Like, if we're not together, you are still allowed to do what you want to do. But by then, I already had cut off my hose off. The little bit of hose that I had, that I was already getting ready to cut off, because they were just annoying. So yeah, so things were going perfect, y'all. Things was going so good, like too good. I done met his friends and everything, so I was like, all right, it's only right that he meets my friends. So he met one of my best friends, and he met one of my friends, and by then we was like I told you, we was together all the time. Like, I was at his crib like about 4 or 5 times out of the week. Like, I was always there, and I was always leaving super late. We would spend like at least 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours together, right? So this is important. There's a reason that I'm telling you guys this. Everything I say means something. Let me calm down. So the day where he meets my best friend, we hadn't seen each other in maybe like 2 days. And we were like that couple that's like, very lovey-dovey. He's very, let me tell y'all, this nigga here, he's extremely smooth, which should have been like red flags. And I would tell him I don't trust him. I'm like, I don't know, I don't trust you. And because he was so affectionate, he was like, excuse me, he was so sweet. He was like, he always had the right words. Every day it was like a little paragraph of good morning, beautiful, hope you have an amazing day. He was just always very sweet, very encouraging. And me, I'm such a sweet person, and I'm such a lover, and I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. And I feel like this was no cap. He was the most affectionate person that I've ever dated. Granted, it wasn't genuine, but it's the truth. I felt a little off, and I don't know why. We leave my homegirl's crib, we go to his crib, and everything's going normal, how we usually do. We hanging out, kissy kiss, and this and that. We hadn't had sex because I'm still a virgin, and we've only known each other for like about, I want to say, a month and a half. So things were going pretty quick, and I noticed that, and my friends noticed that too. On the day of, he decides to make it official. he was like, you're my girlfriend. And I was just like, I liked him so much. I was just like, part of me knew I shouldn't, but I was like, YOLO. So I end up saying yes, right? I end up saying yes. Now guys, this is where the story starts to get juicy. I say, yeah, okay, cool. Like, I'll be your girlfriend. Like, you know, I like you. I'm talking to you. You say it's just me. It's just you. I mean, I've been cut off my hoes, so it's like, whatever, cool. So we go into the room, not to do anything. You nasties. We hear the door unlock. You guys, I kid you not. I'm about to show y'all how this nigga got off the bed. I look crazy. So yes, that's how this man jumped off the bed like a spider monkey. My boob's too heavy, so I can't do exactly how he jumped up, but that nigga was gone. So after that, I bust out laughing because I didn't know what to think. Like, this nigga just and then right after I'm done laughing, I hear, another bitch, Ricky! Another bitch! The way Tiny came inside, I thought she was black because she just sounded like she was just, you know, I just assumed she was black because she's saying nigga left and right, and it was like this white girl, this white little girl, not as in like age wise, she's tiny. They call her Tiny for a reason. Like, she's mad small. Yeah, it's going off. So I'm thinking, I might have to fight. That's unfortunate. Now, not that, no, I didn't want to get into a fight or anything like that. I just, you know, the way she came in, from what I'm hearing, because I'm still in the room fixing myself. I wasn't naked. I was just readjusting my dress. And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to fight. And I had on a dress. So I'm looking around his stuff to like put on the boxers. As I'm getting ready to be like, you know, it seemed to calm down, I hear him telling her, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. He says it 3 times. Hey, I'm not going nowhere. She's trespassing. Say less. as I'm getting ready to put him back down because I'm like, all right, she ain't trying to fight, so I'm gonna just leave. He comes in then and he's just like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Don't even gotta talk, man. So I get ready to leave. I'm someone who you just can't get nervous like that. So I'm just kind of like curious how this girl looks. Like, let me see who's his real girlfriend. And this is crazy because this nigga asked me to be his girlfriend literally an hour ago. So, homegirl, she's on the other side of this little table that he has. And my purse was in the living room. So I walked right past her. And I peeked, I'm like, this girl is not. When after I see her, one, I was surprised because everything he described, she didn't fit the criteria. One, she wasn't black because you were just talking about Caucasians not too long ago, like a few minutes ago. She seems white. Turns out she's actually Italian, but you couldn't tell. She has dreads. You told me don't ever get dreads. And she was really skinny. And he just said he don't like skinny girls. So it just didn't make sense. When I saw her, I was like, yeah, this nigga's weird. So to get my purse that's in the living room, I peeked my phone. My phone wasn't with me. It was in the room. I was like, damn. So this is the only thing I said to homegirl. I was like, not to interrupt, you know, their argument. I'm like, I just gotta go get my phone. And she was like, do you, girl? And I was like, say less, I like her. I get my phone and I go to fix my bag. So I'm in there, I'm in my bag, make sure everything, I got everything, packing stuff up. Now while I'm doing that, I hear her in the back. She's like, you was just telling me you wanted to fuck. You just told me you wanted me here. You knew I was coming. I don't think he knew she was coming. I don't think so. but something like that. I don't remember for sure, but she was like, you was just texting me that you wanted to fuck. I was just here the other night, which makes sense because I wasn't there. So, you know, I started to think about everything, and I was like, you know what? That's tough. And then she said, you have another bitch in my bed? And when she said that, all I could think about was, you know, it makes sense. Don't no grown man in South Florida own yellow sheets. Yellow sheets? Yellow sheets? Bright yellow sheets? I looked back, I was like, ooh. Child, let me go. I was not mad, y'all. I didn't feel nothing. I wasn't embarrassed. I wasn't angry. I didn't feel nothing. Nothing. I just took my stuff, quietly left, and called my best friend right at the door. I was like, you won't believe what just happened to me. Immediately to me, like, I just didn't care for some odd reason. Like, everybody else, all my friends are mad except me. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I wasn't upset. I should have been. The only thing that bothered me was that he caught me with the shorts, like his boxers. I didn't want him to think I was stealing them. That's the only thing that bothered me that night. Something's wrong with me. Okay, so y'all probably trying to figure out why the hell, how is this a story time of you catching your boyfriend, this and that? Like, what does this have to do with anything? Guys, it has everything to do with everything on how I was stupid. So, me and him don't talk, clearly. He didn't reach out, I didn't reach out. It was nothing. It was just like an experiment that just went wrong. So, a few weeks go by, he would still get on my, like, he would still watch me though. Like, he would watch my stories on Instagram. He would watch my snaps on Snapchat, and on my lives where I met him, he would still hop up on there. Like, you can see the names that pop up on your live, just like regular live on Instagram. It kind of like got annoying that I'm like, all right, why you keep watching me? Like, you have to, I'm such a nice person and so understanding and so nonchalant about a lot of things that I shouldn't be nonchalant about, but I tend to be because trauma just does something to you. Very like, ugh, about a lot of things that you should care about. I don't know if you guys can relate, but so eventually one night where I was tipsy, I was drunk on wine, and I was just kind of like tired of seeing his name pop up on my live. And I ended up texting him. I was like, so you just gonna keep watching and not say nothing? I don't touch you.